back into the game instead of ending my stream right away. Anyways, I don't know if I mentioned it because I don't like people looking behind my head. It hides stuff. There's a lamp, neon lamp light there because I got it because I really liked it for my sibling, and my sibling gave it to me because she never used it. But it kind of makes a high-pitched noise, and I didn't know if that would pick up or not, so I decided not to shine it. Also, you wouldn't see it anyways, so who cares? But anyways, so if I am not mistaken, what just happened is we found a double murder. Because I said a murder is afoot, but I think it is a double murder. If I am correct, let's load it up. Don't know why it would be wrong, but okay, yep. Hafumi's body discovered in the nurse's office. Double murder, baby. Taka's body discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to 2 nightmares, one right after another. Oh, well, not for us. We took a nice little break. No, they weren't nightmares. This is harsh reality. But not my baby Taka. Yeah, I've been all day, I've been saying I wanna just go through, like restart the game, go through the beginning, save right before, like the first day of hanging out, and just hang out with all of them until the individual, like start with like Sayaka, and just go through all of them, and just hang out exclusively with that person. But I don't have the time for that, but I really want to. It's something I really want to do, so I think it's really compelling and really shows you what kind of game it is. If you, even though you're not done playing it, and there's so many more mysteries, you already want to know more, you know? So I think that really says stuff. But the true nightmare is this reality, the reality I have to face every day. But still, for a second I was scared my game wasn't loaded or something on stream, but nope, it should be good. Why? Why is this happening? Well, yeah, you wouldn't say much, Byakuya. You're perfect, I love you. Okay. Okay, well, she just fainted. No, I didn't want to click Byakuya. I'm gonna have to just be real. Toko, she has a lot of anxiety. I mean, to be fair, she does have, you know, have a big situation going on with her. So poor girl just has anxiety, but she's so cute. I really would like her if it wasn't such a bad trope, you know, but oh man, she's so cute. Toko, don't tell me. Toko too? No, not Toko too. Relax, she just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood. Oh yeah, that's right. When Toko is, Toko, she has a fear of blood, right? We tried everything to get her, to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her to be for now. And like you said, I should just leave her, alone for now. Another hammer. Now, it's Justice Hammer 4, and it's even bigger than before. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too? But why is it Justice Hammer 4? Huh? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1, then Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2. But this time, it was Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3? What's the matter? Well, when you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me. Out with it. Do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi's dead too. Hifumi's been killed? Yeah. Which is why you came to get us. Then we better go check it out. Of course, come on. So, Sakura, Baka, and I rushed out of the physics lab. Then we gotta check out, Taka's body. But as soon as we were out of the physics lab... Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Yeah, I heard Hifumi is dead, right? Well, that is not all. It is gone. What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Hifumi's body has disappeared. What? What are you talking about? It disappears? Don't be ridiculous. Are you serious? What the heck is happening here? Everyone back to the nurse's office. Yeah. Good leadership. I practically leaped down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office completely out of breath. I couldn't believe my eyes. Hifumi's body was there just a few moments earlier. It just disappeared. Hina. It's okay, baby. Me and Celeste went to the bathroom. But we were only gone for like a minute. And then, when we got back, it must have been the work of the culprit. They must have came and carried the body away. Yeah, so this is probably what I'm talking about with the who's strong enough to carry Hifumi situation. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died.
What did you say?
I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear. First, there were 2 murders. Now one of the bodies have been taken. Okay, at least I'm assuming it's taking advantage of maybe the 2 kills per person rule, because I'm very intrigued by that, because you get to kill 2 people, but no one has done it because no one has wanted to do it. This is unnatural. Hold on, what do you mean 2 murders? Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room.
No way!
It can't be Taka too. It can't be. It can't be. No. Hina, calm down. We're all going to die. All of us. They're going to kill us all. This game kind of outs itself with who they're talking to by using they. Because they only use they because they think you're going to default to a guy. They like thinking it's a guy. And then we'll slap they when it's not. Which is why I have a lot of suspicions about this murderer being a girl. And definitely Celeste, because I have my suspicions on that in general. But with slapped on the use of they don't use they if they don't know. They only use they if it is a girl. If it's unknown gender but is a guy, they tend to use he from the beginning. Is what I've noticed, but I don't know. I could be wrong. And then who might the next target be? Togo? Huh? I completely forgot. She's still unconscious in the equipment room. You left her at the scene of the crime. We did. Oh, we didn't have a choice. She passed out. She refused to wake up.
Huh?
So, she's still unconscious? Wait. So, you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? That annoying little insect that clings to me wherever I go. We'd be better off without her. calm down. You forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting. Right now we need to hurry back. I can't take it anymore. I don't want anyone else to die. Bianca, if something happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you. Huh. We shot back to the nurse's, out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the 3rd floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed. And when we got there, Toko. Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed there's something very different here. This one has a drag mark versus the last one did not. Just saying. I'm now suspicious. It was gone. Taka's body, which should be right here, or right there, has disappeared. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? No. Oh, no, it's not hallucination. I know I saw it before. And what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before. Yes, the body is gone. What? Are you saying Taka disappeared too? Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyways, our costume suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us. Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that. Huh? Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies? When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor. After that, we split up into 2 groups. And now this time you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this is Hiro and Kyoko, who are missing. Oh, hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love? That's not it at all. I mean, if we are canon to be with Kyoko, remember, Hiro's 20% accuracy on his readings. Kyoko, if we get together, Hiro and Kyoko get together. I'm just saying. He's right about these things. Anyways, I feel like there's obviously a twist. Like always. I think this is too thought out for Hiro, unless they ever switch him to be instantly released, thought through. I don't know. And this one has drag marks, and the other they're sus. They're sus. Well, anyways, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi, which means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be no other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right. Oh, if he brings up the regulations, I'm wrong. He hasn't been right about one thing, okay? He hasn't been right about one thing. So, if Bianca says it's wrong, so there are 2 murderers. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people. As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a 3rd murder. If they were to break that rule... I'd mince ya. Mince ya without a second thought. Mince ya, grind ya, turn ya into paste. Like Mondo butter. By the way, did you know that the fish paste can also refer to shellfish, like shrimp and crabs? Sure? Indeed. So, since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility for any more. You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byaka? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though. Anyways, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. The 2 missing bodies. It is interesting that we quickly jumped on the calling corpses which it's fair, but it's very funny that the game, like, the characters are like, no way, and then they're like, it disappeared. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it, is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go? Hey, Makoto. God. Makoto. What's the matter? Oh no, it's nothing. Whatever. We need to find those bodies, or our little narrative here can't move forward.
So then...
Very well, then, let's split up and begin searching. But there is no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case. I could always just kill someone. Like, hey, Byaka, you want to look in this room? Hey, bud, you want to go look in this room? You can. You can. There could be another murder. I know that. I mean, I think I do, but if you're still nervous, I'll come with you. Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byaka left the equipment room followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Okay. Can I go back in that room? Are they back inside the room that I just came from? No one hiding. I wanted to take a little... Oh, well, I might not be able to get any evidence if we're looking for bodies. Taka's entire body has disappeared, leaving behind nothing but a blood stain. Another hammer that looks like it's made out of wood and even bigger than the others. I mean, where did we see hammers before? The... whatchamahooja room. The art room. The art storage room. The air purifier being so big scares me that the outside world has hit apocalypse times. Okay, let's go into the art room. Hello, buddies. We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happened after that? Okay. Where could 2 bodies have disappeared to? Have you tried the room? Oh. Rattle, rattle. Huh? The door must be locked. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Search everywhere? Is that what I'm just supposed to be doing? What about this locker? The locker? Doesn't seem to okay. No need to open it. Well, there's no bodies in here, so that's what's attacked in here. Seems very 3rd floor. I was going to say very 3rd floor heavy, but here we are. Well, I guess nurse's station's 1st floor. Makoto. Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean... I found them. Hifumi and Taka's body have both been hidden in the repository. I already told Hina and Sakura will go on ahead. The bodies were in the repository? What's a repository? Okay, so she's passed out. Classroom, rec room, repository, art room. Oh, okay. The door that is locked. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. The ones with the hammers. Bonk. I mean, I guess... Did they die quickly, I guess is the question. You know, like... Did... Because they said Chihiro died instantly. I think so far... no, they said Sayaka had trouble breathing for a while. I'm gonna say Leon's was the most unpleasant death so far. Are the bodies here somewhere? I have to wonder where they could be hidden. He said in the this is the art room, dude. Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door. And when I entered, I saw... Are we doing that? Oh, yep. Shaky cam again. I mean, Hina and Sakura then would have seen whoever walked into this room. Right? I mean... Or left this room? The two bodies that have disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time. Okay. Well, I was gonna say, because then if we went 3v3, like 3 people went to one, 3 people went to the other, 3 innocent people didn't discover one, but they actually, I know the guy in chat last time said that wasn't a thing, so rules out that, which I was gonna be like, oh, they did do the idea, but no. Well, kind of the idea. Yeah. Class trial. Oh, he's like, dude, did you skip my dialogue? The hell? Like, just up against the monitor. That'd be so funny. Anyways. So, here we are. Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right. Just hand it over already. Just Braca, or... Now, make sure to investigate with all of your mental might. Prepare for the class trial. The hammers are missing. See you later. And then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left to all that's left is to uncover the culprit. Hold on. How could you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know? Dead, gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is all just so awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. I love the sound design in this game. I'm not gonna lie. She clenched at Hifumi's life. Why Hifumi? Like, what? You didn't love Taka? Like, worse? Did Taka say something to you? Do you not like Taka? She, clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body. Unless he's again not... Well, then it would be weird. Then why would they play twice? I was gonna say, or he's not dead. For real, for real. And they're like, hi, wake up. Girl, you're gonna get it on your shirt. Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. watched Tangled. I know what happened. Oh my goodness, he was pretending? This wasn't...
He's alive again?
Girl, Monokuma, did you even check? Did you check?
Where am I?
I don't know if they did it on purpose, but his tie reminds me of like Avatar with the last Avatar the Last Airbender with the orange color with the blue, and I don't know if that was on purpose or not.
So cold. Is winter coming?
Is winter coming? Is that old enough reference?
Hifumi, wake up!
I'm sorry, you're dying. Or maybe, yeah, you're dying.
That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak. Come on, you gotta wake up! I remember everything. Before I met you. We met alone.
Oh, Shihiro said the same thing at the beginning when we first met him. His memories were all blending together. He has nothing useless to offer us. I don't know. Shihiro.
Reaching out to me. Like the tail of a comet.
Okay.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you?
Good question.
Who tried to kill you?
Good question.
Killed me?
Yeah, killed you, bud.
That's right. And remember
Nah,
their name.
their name. I will be so shocked. Or I would... What is the saying? Egg on my face if... Yeah, I'm wrong with this, but like using their or they them pronouns indicates for me a lot of times in this game I realize I'm like, okay, girl. Yasu? I mean, Celeste did lie to us about her name. Okay, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Celeste lied to us about her name. She said she was Lindenberg. What if she told everyone fake names? I guess that wouldn't really work. Well, no, because she told us to call her Celeste and not her real name. His eyes closed, so it still could work. She could have told us all fake names. And they never opened again. Are we sure, like, again, can we just... Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. They did not die instantly. I have learned my lesson, the answer to my question. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed on his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This wasn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's virality. I have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins. Or you have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins. No calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat. You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with this useless dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. Weren't y'all like, oh my god, how could this be happening? Like 2 seconds ago when we couldn't find the bodies? He said, Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps
Yasuhiro Haga Kure. It's not E. Kure. This is the only person he could have been referring to.
So in other words,
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going so far to hide the bodies. A criminal that hides its face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill 2 of our friends? Anyways, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death, the trial will conclude without much trouble. Okay, so there is going to definitely be another twist, 100%. I mean, like, we knew that, but, like, there's definitely going to be a twist or Bracker, I think, is a shut. Like, open and shut? Yes, it does look that way. I don't know, a little sus. What's going to begin? Oh, it's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. Probably a few. Oh, I'm trying to think. I have no brain. I was going to quite at least a few more times. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through this with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to. What, at least 3 more? 4 more times? First, I better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi, Yamada, and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. Their cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It was thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. Or it is, not at first. It is thought that they were killed with a similar weapon. Similar weapon. That's it? Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. Yeah, no time of death? This is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know now about what happened when the Monokuma file, we should know more about what happened than the Mono file could anyways. Maybe. There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko? Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Fumi were attacked. What if the killer isn't acting alone? What if they have had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here? Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question. That question. You're talking about accomplices, right? Pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, 2 people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Like, there's no chance of survival. Like, they would die. Mando, my baby.
In other words,
Oh, so basically you can have an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it. So, are you saying nobody worked together this time either? Sorry, can't answer that. I would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. That's a yes. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing. Can 2 blackened leave? If me and somebody else, we both get away with it. Neither of us get in trouble. Can we both leave? Can we both graduate, or is that a no-go?
So in other words,
I'm assuming not, since he said only one. Then, we only need to figure out who that one blackened is, and that did the killing, right? Just like normal. Okay. Let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this case trial, what you need to determine is... The one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. Oh, okay, so it's only one. One. The true blackened, so just one person. That's enough of explainifying. Now, it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. All? Okay, I mean, I guess. Like all the contestants, which is funny. Weird. So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Yes, but what if there was 2 murders? It says who put in play it. So I wonder if it's only the person who planned it. Even if there was double murder, only the person who planned it gets away. Then I can't see any way Kyoko could have would be connected to this case after all. You might be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you? As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. Where is she? She did before and said she had other business. I wonder if they better explain. I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But, for the time being, I suppose it couldn't hurt to pursue further information. Don't you think we should consider someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. When did you... I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyways, you there. Milk sack swimmer girl. Milk sack. Why do I gotta be a suspect? Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still laying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body. Besides, I calculated every move I make. I'm not going to kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing. She knows she's on camera. Like, I guess there's surveillance cameras, but I would assume that, they could just, I don't know, a little sus, if you want to keep the secret, wouldn't mention it. That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about. On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again. Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure. I'd be totally useless in investigation anyways. Then, that's that. Let's begin. Okay. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us have an alibi, so figure out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Monokuma file number 3 has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. There's hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Could the Justice hammers have been designed using one of these models? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris. It's funny to say debris. And chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? It's spotless hammer has been added to your truth build section of the handbook. Okay, bodies. Oh, Byakuya, hello. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. Okay, yeah. Listen, as a big guy, I just don't, you know. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office, where he was discovered, to here in the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third floor, and all that without being noticed. That's fair. I couldn't possibly carry, well, not a dead weight. Dead weight is so heavy. Like, I couldn't pick up Taka. How the hell? That's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about that later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer number 3, which is laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now, they're completely clean. I mean, we knew he wasn't fully dead, I mean, but I think I have it kind of planned out, what happened. But does that mean someone wiped off his glasses? But who would do that, and why? Hifumi's glasses has been added to the truth build section of your handbook. Taka on a tarp? Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a fatal blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. But did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. But there wasn't that for Hifumi. Adding up. Blue tarp has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, I'll just talk to each of them. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attack, he didn't do it. Just proved it. Byakuya thinks he did it. Just proved it's not true. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. The last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name. Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. I mean, if he was working for Celeste, would he sacrifice himself for her? Right, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb. Himbos have rights, though. You can't just accuse him of murder. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere. And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there's a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people? What? Because all the rule says is, if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So, if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll be found out. Hold on, perhaps I see, that's what you mean. Oh, what it means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. What's with that attitude? But you have my attention, appreciate it. Thank you. I might have some fun with this, after all. His mysterious words hang in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figure something out. He figured nothing out. He just figured out that Hero didn't do it, and now he's like, oh wait, I knew from the beginning Hero didn't do it. I'm like, shut up. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that happened. Would you like my help? Yes. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up in the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but no one showed up. So we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. This is really helpful because this was a few days ago for me. Based on that picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo-Justice. It also became clear that this Robo-Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Taka and Byaka, we began Toko, not Taka. Toko and Byaka, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. So there it is, using all of the floors. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. And not long after leaving the nurse's office... What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then, right after that, Celeste screamed. This time, she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Seems really suspicious that she's the only one that ever saw him moving. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? It was rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs and he headed farther down the hallway and disappeared. And then... Huh? What was that? Same accent. That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's... Although that's me now. We all have flashback voices all the same. He must be in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Braga, and Toko pursued the suspect on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened. However, but at the same time we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi, Taka's body were discovered around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Brocco that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, Brocco all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. And as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Are we all hallucinating all this or something? This time, Taka's body has disappeared. So, from there we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she'd find the bodies, and we all headed back to the repository. Celeste. And there we rediscovered the two bodies that had, apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now. Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'll be fine anytime, okay? Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh, what is it? After Hifumi and Taka's body disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, look around. And when we got there, the repository was locked and we couldn't get in. It was locked? And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So, if that's true, then who locked it, and why is it unlocked now? Yes, I am. I'm going to do it early today, and then probably back. Well, nothing next week, and then the next week after that. I'll be back probably at the same schedule, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, usually I don't start this early. That doesn't mean I'm going to last long, though. I'm going to do the same amount of time, because I'm just doing it early. So that, I wonder the same thing. The door was unlocked when the search for the bodies began, and now it's wide open. I mean, that would have been a really short period of time. Even just them running down the stairs. I guess they were talking for a little bit. It would just be like, you gotta move Taka's body. It's like, what if you just in the hallway carrying his body, and they're just like, oh, this is awkward. You guys are up back very quickly. There must be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Did I look at Taka's body? Taka, yeah, okay. I did. It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. But, wait. Isn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? Is it that thing? Yes. And look at the wheel. Oh my god. There's a blood stain on it. So, there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that has been moved from the equipment room to the repository. And what's the explanation for that? Repository dolly has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. I'm glad I clicked around some more. Because I don't think I would have realized. Okay, so yeah, Brocco left. But I probably would have just ditched. There's only one way out of in and out of this room. Through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it could only can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to find it from I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. Wow, God, brain. It's a simple sentence. But also, like, no way of locking it? Then, like, I guess. Kinda odd that there's no way. Like, even if it didn't have a key, usually you can, like, punch open the lock somehow. The door can only be locked from the inside of the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door was designed so that it can only be locked from the inside of the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone into the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. Again. Okay, I was like, what about leave, though? But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So, that certain someone, positive door, has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There's some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found, and then the equipment room where Taka was found. Okay. We'll probably go to the equipment room first because it's on this floor. Anyone in here? Okay. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed all the ultimate rare event. Okay. There's some kind of tire marking going through the pool of blood. Oh, okay, so it's not a drag mark, it's the tires. Makes sense. Through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There's blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so it should definitely have been possible. The equipment room bloodstain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. There's a tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. And just recently too. Well, a coin. Well, I mean, yeah, he was on a tarp. Oh, I didn't get a look this room before. I got kicked out of it. Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. I'm gonna click everything then. Yeah, but I wanted to see if there was a coin. Okay, anything up? Yeah, well, fine. Leave the equipment room? Yes. I think it will tell me if I can't or shouldn't leave the room. So, that makes me think I got everything in there. Also, there was only like 2 things to click on. Oh, wait, this is definitely a map situation. No. Yeah, this is the nurse's office. Let's go. I love the pink doors. Iconic. Okay. Let's talk to her, see if there's a hint. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? I guess we should find him. Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved. Huh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when we got back, the body was gone. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then, the killer was able to get in and move Fumi's body in that short amount of time. It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Celeste's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, let's just start with any non-camera monitor thing. Refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything that I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here. For blood transfusions, I guess? Do we have a nurse that knows how to do blood transfusions, or we just got blood? It doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. Ba-dum-bum. Okay, hammer. This is hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. So move the body, and left the weapon behind. Trash can. It's just a normal trash can. Huh, wait, there's something inside. Hifumi. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. It got some sort of cartoon character on it. It's also covered in blood. Oh, yeah. That's Pudgy Princess, Fairy Princess. Oh, did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can. A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belongs to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I wouldn't have the slightest idea. Yeah, me neither, but I think it might be important. So, Hifumi wiped his own glasses off. That we can figure out. Glasses cleaning cloth has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. It's just the camera. I think. Yeah. Okay. You're there, yeah? Yeah. Oh, okay. There you are. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. Cool. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to us, wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. I mean, it happened, like, last night, I thought. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it was left an impression. Anyways, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow even more exciting. What are you talking about? I already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye. Okay. I'm assuming it will connect with Thing in Hero's room. So, he said to go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? Wait. No, this way. Yeah. Trying to remember a map. I'm going to be totally out of it when it comes to not playing this for a week. So we do get to go see in someone's room, though. Another person's room, not just Sayaka's. I have no idea which room this is. Oh yeah, Yashihiro. The door is unlocked. Hiro, have you been not locking your door? I guess I can go inside. That's not how that works. Darko did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm going to take the plunge. That is not how consent of breaking into someone's room. Ooh. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. I mean, it's a lot more than sorry, I got distracted because every time I looked away the camera glitched. Can you see it? Yeah. I started to see it in the corner of my eye. I'm like, what is it? Much more stuff than Sayaka's room. Where did he even get all of it from? More importantly, is he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search. Yes, he can complain. Search his room, right? First of all, let's click on this bugging out camera. The surveillance camera. There's no point in worrying about it right now. I need to just forget about it. You got a lot of... Why don't I have stuff? I don't have this many stuff in my room. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Yeah, I don't know why I'm reading this. There's no point. Are you in the bathroom? You good in there? I soundlessly checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grimy though. How does a bathroom even get this dirty? Fair enough. I think there's something in the cardboard box. Why does he just have cardboard boxes? It's a blueprint for something, and there's things made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait, these blueprints have the arms bent like this. Something about them bothers me. Nice. Robo Justice blueprints have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Bad handwriting, like a child. Bed? Okay. It's a normal bed, pretty much like, just like the one in my room. Is there anything else? I guess not. Leave the area? Yes. Oh! Gosh, everyone is outside the doors. Makoto, big news, big news. What's wrong? We found, Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait. I wasn't done. There's more big news. Okay, chill, sorry. Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hero wearing the costume. Anyways, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. Do you think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time? Anyways, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. We're in the pool. Oh, they're over there. I just jump in the pool, swim over, get out. Yeah, what's up, guys? Kyoko, and phew, man, I have had the worst day. Yesterday our tire popped in our car, so that was fun. So yeah, we had to get it replaced today. We had the spare on, so ugh. Hero. Oh, okay. There's a big locker near the pool. Oh, okay. Never mind. The locker has nothing to do with this. Hero? Yeah, dude. Yeah, duh. Who else would it be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? What? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Did I tell you guys? I feel like I told you that because I have this tattoo and it's a triangle with an eyeball in the center, which I loosely drew on MS Paint at 3 in the morning to make my icon. I was at a drive-through McDonald's one time, and a guy was terrified that I was part of the Illuminati, and I had to be like, no, I just have a tattoo of a vague triangle with an eye in it, and he was terrified of me. And he was like, okay, here's your credit card back. Now never show up again. And I'm just like, okay, sorry. I felt really bad. It really scared that guy, but I assured him, no, it wasn't part of the Illuminati. It's all good. Nah. Robo Justice finally made his appearance, huh? I guess Kyoko's the one that found him. Okay, that's a little weird, but okay. Kyoko, I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up. You kicked him when he was standing, or did you like open it and he like fall out, or then you kicked him? But yeah, shoving nerds in lockers, but I said nerds, not himbos. Or idiots. I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it. Like, I don't know, caress my face or something. That's creepy. Also, you can't. Your face is covered, my dude. Anyways, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace. There was something I had to check up on. What did you have to check up on, my dude? Are we missing the laptop? I think we are. Do you have the laptop? Was it you the whole time? What do you mean? Never mind. I can't. Never mind. Never mind. More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think that she might be spying for the mastermind? Oh, that's what we think. No, I don't think she's spying. If she's anything, she's a top dog, not an underling. First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that. Well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, didn't even know how that happened, and I woke up, and then I was here. I don't care, do something about that costume, it pains me to just look at you. Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off, a little help. Why would you make something that you couldn't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid freaking thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. I don't really have a choice. Let's help. Or we don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we all got the pieces off. Phew, free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits you? Hiro. More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec. Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well. How did you know they were in his room? In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made the costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too. Then it's obvious, and the one who put the costume on and went around attacking everyone was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him? Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far. He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. I mean, if he did... I mean... If you're a killer... You know, put in a supposed killer somewhere to not kill. Yes, but we know it's not him, so... Yeah, I mean... Attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. You are... You sound almost a spider. I got up really early. I need to start getting... I gotta get up early because I had to call an office that only is open a certain amount of time, and usually I'm asleep at that point. So... so... I got up really early and I did not sleep well last night, so... But I'm going to play for a little bit longer. Definitely not the trial, though. I'm just doing some baseline investigating, maybe to the end of the investigating, depending how long it is. And then I think that's when I'm going to call it. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around. You're the only one who can wear this costume. So, who else could possibly be the costumed attacker? How do I know I'm the only one? Or how do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on yourself before you convince me. In this case, okay. Fine. If you're going to be a jerk about it, I will. No, you guys have vastly different body types. Without missing a beat, Hina started putting on the Robo-Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is?
Guess Hero is taller than Celeste, even in heels. How tall is Byakuya? Slide him in here. How tall is he?
I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well,
Such an idiot.
now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this young costume.
How tall is Braca? You know, he was taller than me in that one scene. That one doorway. Make Braco try it on. In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now we're all out of, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's 'cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Oh, okay. No, I'm short. I think Makoto's shorter than Braca. And Hiro's tall. Someone tall needs to put it on. Against my will... Not really. You kind of agreed pretty fast. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long and there's no way I could wear this. See, I told you. It is impossible. You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body perfectly. Seems like you're bragging, Celeste. And then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence. Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck? Who cares? Here is the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyways. Hina really jumps on board with like, and we are convicting this person. Dude, let's take a moment. We're not even at the trial yet. Which is how we know it was him. I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robo-Justice costume has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Who do I have left? I don't know. Yeah. Looks more and more like it really was a setup.
Oh.
I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But, where was Kyoko? Where has Kyoko been hiding all this time? I have no idea.
Then
Perhaps she really is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you are quite protective of her, yes? It's because she's helped me out so much. Or she helped me out so much up till now. Is she gonna screw us over? I can't tell anymore. I'm getting this much amount of doubt for her. Because at the beginning I'm like, oh no, she's gonna be the ticket out of here. But I'm just worried. I'm thinking, if I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. Is she the overall mastermind? I don't know. These are all just ideas. She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I better leave her alone. Am I missing something? There's no talking to your way out of this one. You did it. Everyone knows it. Am I done here? If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand it? I think I figured it out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people have been killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people? Why are you freaking out? You did it. No, I didn't. God, Hero. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed, that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right? Which means... You said last time you were 20% right every time. Which means alter ego and or Chihiro must have done... Must have done it. I see. That's unfortunate. Huh? Unfortunate? Stop trying to trick us. Just admit you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got all wrong. The game hasn't really screwed us up yet with bad characterization so far. Each character seems pretty stable with who they are, but I would be so mad if Hero just like the game would be like, he's actually a genius, and I'll be like, no, he is dumb. Let him be dumb. I know it. That note. Note? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door, and here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet up at the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room. Then, for some reason, I fell asleep. Real killer probably drugged me or something. Not a chance. No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. Really? I told you someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here for so long, even if you know it's a lie, you're still going to check, right? They preyed on my desires to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it. Well, you should buy it. Okay then, show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here on my, pocket. Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. Please. You gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you wanted us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious. Yashihira's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. So, do we need to keep investigating? Or why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Again, Hina, love ya. Sakura loves you, so I love ya. And you grew on me, but you know. You need to calm down. He didn't do it. He's too dumb. Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma is offering us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why... Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me. Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? Oh, you're right. I need to look for the second suit in that note. If you don't fail me now, I guess I'd better go back to guard duty. I'm going to ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophic tragedy on our hands. Catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto, do you have a second? I want you to help me with the investigation. Looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some grounds. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. You reject me so simply.
Anyway,
Anyways, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Oh, okay.
shall we go?
Thanks, then. Shall we?
Hey,
I don't know. Why are you keeping so many secrets? So, Makoto, first I like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie. What on my face? Okay. Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer? Anyways, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository? Then I guess we should head that way for now. Okay, should we walk it? Well, I missed the turn, so probably not walk it. Rec room. Hallway, hallway, hallway. Boom. Shouldn't we tell her that, like, they weren't found here? She didn't know any of it. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment.
So then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation started poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were both killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little bit more comfortable. Okay. Probably just talk to Kyoko again?
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey,
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? Yeah? He did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you that you dislike other people that are... No, do you dislike people that much? No, it's not that. Anyway, so you said he had a watch? I mean... was it on his sprite? Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hand... it's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving at all, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands were frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean that the watch was broken sometimes just after 6.
that's right.
Oh, that would mean the watch was broken just after 6. But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. No, look, he didn't have a watch in his icon. Don't sass me. Hey, you, how long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka irritated voice pierced in the air, and he started pointing at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
In other words,
So, if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning, it happened at 6 this morning. Nice. Broken wristwatch has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. It appears to be grasping something. You're right. There's something white in there.
Makoto,
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited for this kind of... What manual labor? You're either going to try to rip his hand open, or you're just going to try to stick your hand in it and pull it out. Like, it's not like I'm deadlifting something. And even then, there's two other stronger people in this room than me. That's not including you, Kyoko, so... Oh, okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his titan clasp. Do you think they actually did research into, like, how long rigor mortis like lasts? Because it goes away. So I wonder if they actually looked that up. Object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
hey,
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hafumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hafumi's body now. Perhaps he left us a few clues of his own. Taka's scrap of paper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The biggest problem I have right now is how they kill her. Okay, yeah. Yeah, all these are the same thing. Yeah, this is just wrapping up everything. So, did you find anything?
indeed,
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
that's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed,
He stuffed it in his pants, so I could only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. Like down his pants? In his pants? Wait, so you...
why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. So I guess... Okay. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyways, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note. I found a manhole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet at the equipment room at 6 a.m.
so,
That sounds very familiar. That's right, it's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling the truth.
however,
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night someone slipped a weird note on the mantle. And here's what it said. I found a hole. Manhole. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet up at the rec room at 1 a.m. What time is it right now in game? How long he said he was just asleep for that long? How long was that? How long was he asleep for? The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote on Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on, just because Hifumi had the note does not mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So,
part of it has been turned off, right? I think there's likely more meaning there. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey,
Why would he have been clutching that piece of clenching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
so then,
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper that he was holding on to? What if it had been something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper that scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. Oh god. Oh golly gosh. A nude. Oh god. What did you say about sounding tired? About sounding tired? No. The note Hifumi had has been added to the truth build section of your handbook.
hey,
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the e-handbooks had nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think that they were connected to the killings in the first place. Yeah, I didn't think about it. I didn't think about their e-handbooks at all. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you don't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. Okay, so they are important. Okay. All I said was that they weren't used to carry out the murders. Okay. There may come a point, however, where the handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. But if Yoga thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. E-handbook has been added to the truth build section of your handbook. I still don't know how how they got into this room and killed them. Because Sakura... Because Sakura and Hino were right out the door. That's all the information we get.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul collapsing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. I'll have to figure out the rest you have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. I definitely feel very suspicious. I almost want to, okay, I want to say 100%. Okay. You guessed this, but the trial will go better when you have rested. But yeah, I feel like it's, to me, Celeste has been acting very off, especially to Hifumi, so I felt like Hifumi helped. The question is why he would, in his dying moments, cover up for her is the one thing that's I'm like, okay. Why? Also, how did they get into the room to kill? Or how did he die? The room that was locked. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. As soon as we were all there,
Monokuma appears!
So yeah, I'm just gonna go until we enter the elevator, and then I'm gonna save. Because, oh boy. Brain not working. Now they have 2 Monokumas. He multiplied. We know from the beginning, Mondo, and then another guy just showed up. There's multiple. They said there were tons of them, or at least a few.
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it looks like I've multiplied. Oh, okay, never mind. But they're definitely multiple. Hee hee hee. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? I'm both, because you're just moving really fast. Can we just get in the elevator already?
Boy, that's proud.
You're not playing along. You're not here to we're not here to play with you. Okay, fine. Then, if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we? Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet. You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're going to pay for your sins. I told you already, I didn't do it for serious. It reminds me, did you ever find the other costume? Or the note? We found a note. Well, no, but... How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit. This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom. She's right. Let's get down there first, then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. He's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the 2 that lost their lives. Can't believe they changed Taka's personality just to kill him off, but I guess it makes sense since you couldn't hang out with him. But that also kind of seemed odd. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka, the one who killed 2 of our friends. The killer is someone right here. I don't trust you. It would have seemed the culprit has been confirmed. This trial will be over in no time. It wasn't me, you gotta believe me. Okay, I'm gonna save here because... Oh, wrong button. I'm gonna save here. And again, because I always do that because I don't trust myself. But now I gotta wait. I'm gonna forget everything. I'm gonna have to wait a week before I can get back to this. Well, maybe. Wait, what day? Yeah, okay. A week. I have to wait a week. I think I know this one, but I do like this one kind of already better. I was kind of a little mad that with the last case, it was kind of like, oh, Mondo slipped up one word, and that's it, we got him. You know, like, yeah, he confessed, but I wish he slipped up on a different thing, more like maybe he slipped up overcompensating for trying to protect Chihiro's secret. I think that could have been interesting. Because, like, he would out himself being the killer than break a man's promise more than out himself because he said the color blue. You know what I'm saying? It's a little... That one for me wasn't the strongest. I really like this setup more. I think it's more like the pre-thought out. The very first murder was heat of the moment, kill. The other one was blackout, kill, not thinking of graduating. But this one is the first thought out murder from someone. I don't know how many more thought out murders, but there's a bunch left. So, I think I really like that idea of it being a thought out murder, having all the pieces domino affecting, you know. So I do like that more than, especially the first one was good. It was also a trial run, but I like the first one. But with Mondo, I like the story, but I wish the actual case against Mondo was a little tighter or a little better, but I don't know about the other ones will happen, so I am intrigued. I'm very intrigued. But again, I still liked one that I saw kind of unraveling in front of me better than Slip Up, Oops, especially since it's just so overdone. Like, every single cop show, every single, like, CSI, Criminal Minds, I know what happened in Monk, it happened in, I'm pretty sure in Psych, it happened in, probably, what's that other one? Like, all the crime shows I've seen have an episode where it's like, oops, they slipped up, they said this happened, and then it, like, okay, but that's not evidence. They just misspoke. And like, yeah, but that's not enough to convict someone. And yes, Mondo confessed, but anyways, I do like Mondo. He was a pretty chill dude. I mean, give it, he did kill someone in blind rage, so not the chillest. Anyways, I'm gonna leave now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Good night. Good night. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna eat some food and just pass out. Yeah, no, thank you for being here. It's really great. I wish I could do the same, but I don't want to get spoilers, so I'm not going to. Is this supposed to look like an eyeball? Oh, you can't see it. The disc, the CD disc with the scanning. It looks like an eyeball. Anyways, see you in a week. Goodbye.